Well, hello, Steiff super fans. Do you know what time it is? Let me take a look. My watch says it's time for an amazing unboxing. So let's get started. I got notice that these wonderful items were heading my way. I was given a heads up, and keep that in mind as we open up this fabulous box of wonderful 1920s era treasures. All right, let's get started. I have my scissors here, and I'm mended pretty much so we can actually open the box on camera this time. Here's the box, nice big box. And let's see what it holds for us today. Packed really tightly, which is great. These items inside, I hope to share with you, will bring you as much surprise and delight to you as they do to me. All right, that was easy for a change. I'm opening up, and of course, you know me and bubble. Lots and lots of bubble. All good, all good. Okay, so the first one, there's 3 items. I know 2 of them pretty well, but here's the first one. And I like to say, as I always do when I see items like this baby is the wheel deal. Let me remove the packaging for you. Oh, hello, gorgeous. You getting excited? So this sweet girl, how you guys like a treff on wheels? A treff on wheels, these wonderful blue wheels. This lovely, lovely treff, of course, is the bloodhound. And what you need to know about treff is this particular example is probably from like maybe the mid 1930s or so. And treff has a number of characteristics that we love to point out. These delightful eyes set in eye pockets and charming jowls like a real bloodhound would have. Dangly, wonderful jowls, and they're very dimensional. Steiff does a great job with those. And of course, the ears, which are floppy. When they were new, I believe they were attached to the head. Most interestingly, she has her button on the outside of her ear. It is a long trailing F button with traces of her orange ear tag. So she is in the early 1930s or so. And she's just lovely. She's a little bear. That's okay. She would benefit from maybe a little sweater in the winter. But other than that, totally beautiful. She's on wheels. They're not eccentric wheels, so they're regular rolling wheels. So she would glide along nicely. Isn't she beautiful? And she measures, I remember the yardstick this time, she is 30 centimeters. So it's a nice big treff. Imagine the dolly riding on her back or carrying her, pulling her along. She's just lovely. So that's our first novelty from the 20s, late 20s or early 30s. Beautiful treff. Okay, next. Did that whet your appetite? I hope so. Now we have another item from the same collection, and I believe also of canine in nature. And I think related as well. As I said, remember, I gave you the heads up on these things, and here's why. You ready? Okay, a little surprise. That's good. We all like surprises, especially when it comes to unboxing. That's the whole nature of it. This is actually not made by Steiff, but is based on Steiff's wonderful Bully the Bulldog. And this guy is really extraordinary because he has a tail moves head mechanism. Now look at this. Now, as you can tell, he's very, very similar to the Steiff design of Bully with the wonderful sort of the flamed tipped coloring. His coloring would be different here on the back, so it's definitely not Steiff. I would have to do a little research onto who this beautiful boy is, but he's got these fabulous tri-colored googly eyes, which are of the period, of course, of the 20s and the 30s. He has a little squeaker in his belly, That's a little quiet right now. And he has his little collar. In this case, it's velvet with what appears to be feathers. And I'm not sure that's original to him, but man, it is cute and perfectly matching. So here we have a late 1920s, early 1930s, not Steiff, wonderful tail moves head bulldog. What's not to love? Just beautiful. And finally, the third great item in the box. Also a head turner, I understand. Let me open this up for you. All right. Yes. How lovely. Oh, how sweet. All right. Well, good things come to those who wait. Not that all of these things aren't wonderful, but I think many of you might recognize this beautiful baby as the little cousin of the big truff on wheels we saw. But this one, like Bully, has a tail moves head mechanism. She's a wonderful dark brown mohair, solidly stuffed to keep that mechanism in place. And you can see that tail moves. Wonderful head. Delightful kind of brownish, almost a cinnamony color on the ears and such. Mohair tends to fade differently over time. One of the ways you can tell an item is tail moves head sometimes is that they have a somewhat extraordinary longer neck. As you can see, he's got a big long neck, and it's also kind of soft around the edges and maybe a little floppy. That indicates it's a tail moves head. Now this guy was made in 6 sizes ranging from 11 to 36 centimeters from about 1931 through the mid 30s, maybe 1935 or so. And he actually measures, boom, boom, it's about 18 centimeters. And that's the beautiful truff. And of course, the truff is based on the British Dismal Desmond design. Steiff liked that bloodhound so much that they created this one as their particular model. So anyway, that's what we have for you. Wonderful novelties, pre-war novelties from the late 1920s and early to mid 1930s, especially these two lovely truffs. You can see the resemblance, that's all in the family, and this utterly charming from the same period, tail moves head bulldog with his fabulous collar. He's all dressed up and nowhere to go. Well, we all sort of feel that way during the pandemic anyway. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. And until our next surprise and delight meeting, please take good care and Teddy hugs as always, and bye for now.